YouTube channel. I am super excited that you are here as well as I am here. It has been a hot minute since we chatted, since I've done a try-on haul, and for that I sincerely apologize. First and foremost here, if you're new here, hi, my name is Alyssa. I'm a content creator, personal trainer here in Toronto, Ontario, and personally, I have the goal of getting my standing back tuck, side aerial, and round off back handstand back tuck on the tumble track. But at my core, my goal is to help you and every single girl out there get more comfortable in the gym, move your body in a way that you genuinely enjoy to become the happiest, healthiest version of yourself. And keeping with that theme, I am going to be doing a try-on haul today, a little bit of an activewear review, because if you are looking to get started in the gym, the activewear brand industry, it is insane. There are so many brands, so many options to choose from, and I get it. It can be so overwhelming, which is why in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing 3 pieces of activewear. Now, I've already done a full review on all of these pieces, so if you are interested in looking at my full review, do go look at those videos on my channel. Specifically what this video is going to be is I'm going to be comparing the 3 big names in the activewear industry, being Alphalete, which I'm currently wearing, Gymshark, which we all know I know and love, and Oner Active. Specifically, we are going to see who did the glutes best. I have finally gotten my hands on a pair of leggings from each brand that really specifies being a glute legging, meaning that they're made to enhance your glutes, make your butt look good, and as someone who doesn't have much of a butt, I kind of need them, and they make me feel pretty badass. So in today's video, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off, I'm going in alphabetical order. I rather than going through whichever one I liked first, worst, best, blah, blah, blah. We're going to start in alphabetical order, being Alphalete, then Gymshark, and then Oner Active. And at the very, very end, I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison, and we're going to see which ones did my glutes best. So without further ado, let's get into the review. All right, starting off with the Alphalete OG Amplify leggings. These OG Amplify leggings, first of all, the material is 51% polyamide, 38% polyester, and 11% elastane. I am wearing them in a size small, and honestly, I think these are like the best beginner glute enhancing if you're interested in that legging, in my opinion. They are super duper stretchy. I could literally do anything I wanted to in these. Very, very stretchy. I could 100% do back handsprings in them once my arm is better, handstands, cartwheels, backflips. That is like the one thing that I noticed with these. Very, very stretchy. I feel like I can do, I could probably even do the splits. Let's see. Yep, I still got it. I can do the splits in these without fear of them falling apart. In addition to them being super duper stretchy, they are also very, very soft, super duper soft, not rough at all, which I really, really love. And I think the one thing that sets the Alphalete Amplifies apart from the other 2 that I'm going to be going over today is the waistband. It's a lot less compressive, very, very stretchy. Honestly, it's a good in between. Like, I feel held in, especially if I'm thinking about bracing my core, which you should be doing during all of your lifts, as well as flips. But it's quite stretchy as well. So like, this is definitely a legging that I could wear to the gym, but then also wear out running errands. Like if I'm going grocery shopping, if I'm going out for dinner or whatever, I would 100% feel comfortable wearing these out, simply because they are that comfy. Literally, yeah, like these are super duper comfy, very, very soft, very lightweight. These are ones that you could probably sleep in them, like they're literally that comfy. And that's kind of what I have to say, mainly for these. I'm gonna turn to the side. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a comparison review, seeing how this looks against how my glutes look in all 3 of the leggings. Now, I don't know if this is going to help at all, but I'm also going to measure my hips for every single one and see if it makes a difference. So as in my Alphalete Amplify leggings, my glutes are at a 34 inches, which I hope it stays the same throughout, because then that's just weird technology. But 34 inches, this is what my glute looks like in the Alphalete Amplify Seamless OG leggings in the color lilac. Next, we're going to be putting on the Gymshark Glute Enhancing / Lift Contour leggings. Next, we have the Gymshark glute/contour lift seamless leggings. It is a total mouthful. In terms of material, I am wearing this in a size small. This is 61% nylon, 31% polyester, and 8% elastic. So a little bit different than the Alphaletes, but not by much. When I put these on straight after the Alphaletes, honestly, not much of a difference, which I was super surprised about. Usually I don't swap leggings, so I never noticed before, but they honestly feel quite similar. The main difference, I would say, is like the material. Probably because this is primarily nylon versus the Alphaletes are primarily polyester. This feels a lot more durable. I mean, you guys saw I was able to do splits in the Alphaletes. However, they do still, like, they feel very delicate, which could be a good feel. Wherever, like, this feels rough. Like, this feels like it feels a lot more durable. I can't pull. Oh my God, I just realized I can't pull because of my elbow injury. A lot more durable than the Alphaletes. At least they feel that way. I truly believe that the Alphaletes could stand the test of time as well. This just feels more durable. So, like, maybe even if it's just like the texture kind of sets you off, this is definitely good. Another great option. Soft in the beginning, very durable. This is what the glutes look like. So I would say a little bit more. The contouring for this is more contour around the side, whereas for the Alphalete Amplifies, it was just like the butt scrunch. So you got a little bit of both for the glute ones. I do believe when it came to these Gymshark glute seamless leggings, they put so much thought into contouring the glutes, which as you can see, it really does. You still have a little bit of mesh paneling on this side, just a little bit different, just to really enhance the glutes on the side. One thing though that I do notice after continuously wearing the Gymshark contour leggings is the fact that they do pill, as well as I'm getting a little bit of rough. I don't really know what to call it, but like, you know when you rub materials against each other and then it kind of gets like rough? Unfortunately, I have been noticing that. I did take these to Sky Zone once, and it's probably the jumping and the landing in the foam pit, landing on the trampolines that has led to this material kind of fraying. So that is quite unfortunate, if I'm being honest, because like besides that, I absolutely love them. The good thing though is that I did get a darker color, so it is quite hard to tell. But if you're not interested, like if you don't really care for frays, then this is definitely a good option as well. Very lightweight, you don't feel like you're wearing much, but still quite compressive, if I'm being honest. A little bit more compressive than the Alphaletes, if I'm being honest. But very stretchy. Like stretchy, comfy. Like I said, I've done backflips in them. You could literally do anything you want in these. Let's do the glute comparison. We will measure to see if there's actually any padding in this or if it's just the contouring. Dun, 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 dun. And with the Gymshark leggings, my glutes are at a 35. Wait, what? What? Oh my goodness. There's no way my glutes just grew in a minute. Dun, 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 dun. My God. Okay, 34.5 if I really tighten it. Interesting. I was not expecting to find that finding. Very interesting. All right. That was the Gymshark glute contour leggings. Last but not least, we're going to be reviewing Oner Active's Effortless Seamless. My personal fave. And last but not least, we are doing Oner Active Effortless Seamless. Now putting these on directly after the Gymshark ones, I do notice they're a lot more compressive, and I realize that I've said that a lot during my videos. However, what I just remembered is that I actually got these in an extra small. So of course they're going to be more compressive because the former two, leggings were in a size small, so a little bit more space, whereas this one I had to get in an extra small because small wasn't available, but I was determined. So definitely a lot more compressive than the other two. So if you are thinking about sizing up or down, I definitely would take that into consideration. I do believe that I would have been able to make a small work just as well. It's just a matter of how compressive I want it to be. So the main difference that I'm finding is a lot more compressive. In terms of material, it's the exact same material as the Alphaletes, which really surprised me because this feels a lot more softer. Like feels like a baby skin kind of soft. Alphaletes is like freshly washed sheets, like bed sheets soft. This is like a baby skin soft, like a baby's butt soft. And then Gymshark is a little bit more rough. It's like clothes. That's really what it feels like. A lot more rougher, but that is still a good thing because you definitely know that it's durable, stands the test of time, and it can get through any sort of workout that you put it through. For the Oner Active ones, not much. There's nothing that's going up the side, but you do have the glute contouring on the side here for the glutes. Honestly, not too sure what this one does for my glutes, but let's see. Test it out. So for the Alphaletes, I got 34. For the Gymsharks, I got 34 and a half. And with the Oner Active, oh, I'm at the wrong end. It is 34. Very interesting. So I think that goes to show that maybe this little bit of extra puff that we're seeing does give you an extra half an inch onto your glutes, which I was honestly not expecting when I started this video, but you can clearly see there. So it does add half an inch, so that may contribute to your decision of which one you want to buy. When it comes to deciding which one you want to buy, at this point in time, as I'm recording this on April 17th, 2025 at 2 p.m., all three of these leggings are on sale, which is absolutely wild. Alphalete is 50% off. Gymshark is 20% off, I believe, or 10% off, because they're all running spring cleaning sales right now. I don't think this color is available anymore at Oner Active. However, lots of different colors and options that you could choose from. So if you have to make a decision, let me help you out. If you're an absolute beginner at the gym and beginner just like into leggings, and you're looking to get a pair of leggings that will stand the test of time and last you pretty long, honestly, I'd recommend Amplify. These ones are currently on sale for 50% off, and they still have the extra small and small left in stock. And if you don't like light colors, you can't go wrong with any of the colors. Material is awesome. If being honest, very, very stretchy. You don't feel very compressed and snugged in. And these are definitely ones that you can wear in and outside of the gym, simply because of how it's like a block color. It's not really up in your face, if that makes sense. So if you're a beginner, definitely Amplify or Alphalete. The Alphalete Amplify's OGs. If, let's say, maybe you have been with Gymshark for a while, like you've been buying from Gymshark, honestly, I would only go for Gymshark if you're gonna shop through a sale. Their sales are honestly the best out there. They have some really amazing discounts when they are on sale. So these would be a steal to get right now, as they are on sale. However, I would not recommend getting them full price, simply because of the fact that it does fray. There are pilling, which is quite sad to see. The design is absolutely stunning, don't get me wrong, but I don't know it's up to you if you want to spend the extra 20, 30, 50 bucks on half an inch of glutes. But honestly, that is totally up to you. As much as I do love Gymshark, if I had to choose between these two, I would probably go for the Alphalete, simply because of the cost. The cost right now is better for Alphalete. However, whenever there's a sale, Gymshark wins. I know that can be kind of contradictory, but whenever Alphalete does not have a sale, Gymshark is my go-to. I can always count on them being the most affordable, especially since they offer it in Canadian dollars versus Alphalete is only in USD. And then last but not least, Oner Active. If you're looking to splurge, if you're looking for some high quality activewear, Oner Active is it. I've said it before and I've said it again, and I genuinely believe that Oner Active is currently my favorite when it comes to any glute enhancing leggings, shorts, literally anything. It is so snug. My whole outfit right now is Oner Active. I got my baby crop tee, I got the sports bra, literally cannot go wrong. My one thing is definitely the price. It can definitely be pricey, especially since there are duties as of right now on the Canadian site, but I think there's something in the works for that. But if you are willing to spend a little bit extra, or you're willing to wait for the shipping or ship it somewhere else, Oner Active 100%. I hope this video helps make a decision as to which brand has the best glute enhancing legging. As you can see, Clearly, Gymshark did well with those glute contour leggings, adding an extra half an inch to my glutes. However, when it comes to, if you want to take into consideration comfortability and cost, Alphalete is definitely your go-to if you're looking for a more affordable option, as well as a lot more comfort, or if you are okay with a little bit more compression, you want to feel nice and snug, and you want to look like that girl, Oner Active is your cup of tea. If you like this video, please give it a like so that you like it. Let me know if you have any comments or questions below in regards to any 3 of these leggings or just any of the brands in general. In my experience, I'd be more than happy to help you out. I hope you all have an amazing Easter, or whenever you're watching this, I hope you had an amazing Easter, and I'll see you all in the next video.